Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Infinite Crypto Cruisers. What a day we are having today, folks. Thank you all so much for joining us. I've already kind of gone through the comments just a little bit. I appreciate every one of you for being here. Thank you so much. Today's going to be maybe slightly different than a lot of our Wednesdays. So, Eric mentioned that he can sleep like a baby if it's cold, but no chance if it's hot. And I'm a little bit similar to that, guys. I normally don't have any trouble sleeping at all, but last night was unbelievably miserable. I tried sleeping with a wet T-shirt on. I tried sleeping after a cold shower, and literally at 6:30, 7 o'clock this morning, I was still telling my wife that I had not gotten any sleep. Finally, I think at about 7:30 this morning, I fell asleep until 8:30. Popped up about a half an hour ago, got ready to do this, but I'm definitely not going to run a long live stream today. It's going to probably be short and sweet. I do have a few exciting things to talk to you about and a few things that I think are going to be valuable to you, hopefully, in this market and navigating this crazy cryptocurrency world that we are a part of. Those of you that aren't living under a rock have probably noticed that Bitcoin is up about 5% for the day, closing back in on its 64, 65,000. I've got it pulled up here on CoinGecko, and I'm going to bring it up. But more so today, folks, rather than try to go through and give you some new tokens. I really don't have a whole lot of new tokens. I went to Virginia last week for 3 days, and I don't really have a whole lot of new tokens on my radar, but I do want to give you guys a couple of ideas on how to navigate what's going on right now and where I think we could be heading in the short term. And then obviously, go back to our long-term goal, our long-term vision. And no matter what is happening in the short term, we are on pace for that. So real quick, Berlin, you said what country? I have traveled to, no place super exotic. I've been to Mexico on a few cruises and a couple of different trips, living here on the West Coast. Mexico's pretty close. And the Bahamas is someplace that I love. So I've been to Nassau, the Bahamas for the Paradise Island. And then I've also been to Exuma, Bahamas, which is my favorite place in the Bahamas. And I think as far as being out of the country, those are the only two. Well, Canada. Canada is right above us here in America, so that doesn't even feel like being out of the country. But I've been in Canada a handful of times. Yeah, man, I've definitely got a lot more traveling to do after the bull market here of this, the end of this year and the beginning of next year. I plan to probably be traveling for anywhere from 3 months to 6 months a year, potentially, for a while. That's one of my wife and I's favorite things to do is travel. So thank you. Good for the, good question. I love to share a little bit with you guys about my life and different things that I've done or am planning to do. So I appreciate you being here, and good morning. So let's go over and take a quick look at CoinGecko. That way you guys don't have to look at my ugly mug. You can just see a little picture of me and a big picture of CoinGecko. Let me make sure that I get my view and get it added to the stage. There we go, man. There we go. Haydar Malik, how you doing, buddy? Good to have you. I appreciate every one of you that are here this morning. So real quick, folks, what I really wanted to talk about was Bitcoin here, $65,000. It's up over 5.6% today. I had a really good friend of mine that I'm working with and helping with in the crypto markets. He's also got a lot of experience himself, but he messaged me yesterday and said, "Hey, what do you think is going to happen with Bitcoin? Do you think Bitcoin is going to rip over the next few months?" That he's hearing a lot of rumors that Bitcoin is going to, do something special. And so, what I told him, folks, and I think it's important for everybody on here to remember, is that this is an election year in the United States. And so it is what it is. I don't want to be too political, but the people that are in office right now have shown that they are willing to do just about anything to stay in office. And that's not necessarily just the political party that is in office right now. It's happened for, probably for as long as politicians have been alive. But I really believe that the current administration is going to do everything that they can to make the U.S. economy look like it's doing better than it is, so that the current administration has a higher chance of getting elected. So yes, I do believe that Bitcoin is going to rip. And I believe that the stock market and a lot of financial markets are going to do very well leading up to the election. Now, what I don't know, I don't have a crystal ball. What I don't know is how soon before the election, but there is a definite incentive for the government to manipulate things and get the economy headed in the right direction. So there's so many little things that they're doing behind the scenes that the average American and just, most of the people in the world have no clue. So something small that they did is they just, I'm probably going to get the terminology wrong, but they just took coffee off of one of the CPIs. They took coffee off of it. And part of the reason that they did that, and that was, that was for here, I'm so not discombobulated this morning, but I think, your brain just does not work quite as well with no sleep as it does with some sleep. And also, I feel like I'm probably slightly dehydrated. I don't think I've really drank probably enough water under the circumstances. But I wanted to show you, I'm always talking about altcoin ignition and Mark Fu. And so I wanted to share with you guys something that he posted in his Discord recently. Let's see if this is the right spot. Yeah. So let me share this tab and make sure that it's showing here on here. So Mark posted this in his Discord here a couple of days ago. Just in, the BLS is removing coffee prices from the CPI inflation data. Since quarter 2023, coffee prices have surged 78%. And so by getting rid of some of these commodities that have surged huge, they are artificially making inflation look like it's better than it really is. And the reason for that is they need inflation numbers to look low so that they can get away with lowering the rates. And if they lower interest rates, that's going to create excitement in the financial markets and cause the stock market and cryptocurrency to have, a massive bull run. So here in 2024 going into 2025, we have just the perfect storm. Bitcoin halved. We've got an election year where they're going to do everything that they can to make sure that these numbers are looking good and that the stock market is going up, which is going to cause more money flow into riskier assets. So Bitcoin and altcoins, I believe, are just going to have an absolutely massive, massive, massive upside. This isn't the only thing that they are going to be doing, folks. So it just is what it is. It's part of the world that we live in, part of the game that we play. And as long as you know what the game is, if you understand what the rules are, then you can take advantage of it. But basically, my take on this, folks, and it's not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. I am in this for the long term. I'm in this for what's going to happen at the end of 2024, going into 25. I'm in this for when Bitcoin breaks through six digits and goes into, 125, 150, $200,000 range. What happens over the next 2 or 3 or 4 months does not really matter to me. But what I would tell you is that I think it's risky. If you're trying to time the market and you're trying to sell off all of your assets and then try to, time the bottom and jump back in before everything goes crazy, I'm telling you, that's dangerous. I've watched these markets for, 7 going on 8 years now. And just like the way that we have Bitcoin dump 20% in 24 hours and these massive retractions, when Bitcoin wants to go up fast, it can do it, folks. And you can be left out of the market. All of a sudden, you wake up tomorrow morning and Bitcoin could be 75, 85, 90,000 in a very short period of time. And then what'll happen is a lot of people, if Bitcoin does jump, say, from 65 up to, say, 80,000 fairly quickly, most of the world is going to be negative about it and go, okay, well, it made a big jump, but it's probably going to retrace and come back down. So I don't want to get into it at 80,000. And then the next thing they know, it's 90,000 and 100,000, and they're never back in the market. So folks, once again, not financial advice. You do you. But I told my friend, hey, I think Bitcoin potentially could do very well over the next few months. I also think that we could just be in for a lot of sideways and chop. And I think that altcoins could have a period of time where you can get into them. And yeah, I do think it's possible that we could even see a little bit more pain and struggle in the market. But the thing is, folks, you got to realize it's May 15th. So June, July, August, September, October, November. I mean, we're 6 months from the election, and these guys don't want everything to turn around in October. I mean, they got to get America excited, because I'm going to be brutally frank with you. For those of you that live here in the United States, you should not be excited about what happened over the last 4 years with our economy. And if, same thing, if you're living outside of the world, I believe that there's a very high percentage of U.S. citizens that are sick about our economy and what has been happening over the last few years. And we're ready to get rid of the current administration. And I think that they know that, and that the only way they feel like they probably have any hope of coming close to winning this current election in November is if they turn this economy around and turn it around in a big way. They got to turn it around fairly fast and fairly furious in order for people to have any chance of forgetting what the last 3.5 years have been like. Once again, this is probably, this is just my opinion, but I think that we could get some fun in the markets sooner than later. So I would very much be cautious. Like, I would rather buy in right now and get a retracement and, have the dollar cost average in a little bit more, or get stuck holding some tokens that are underwater for a little while, than to potentially miss, a big turn in the markets. I've heard that we could start seeing lower interest rates as soon as, I want to say, June. So as soon as the Fed comes out with that first rate decrease, I think we're going to see some frothy markets. I think we're going to see a jump. I think we're going to see some positivity. So, take that for what it is, folks. But the main thing that I wanted to get on here and share with you this morning is that you are in the right place at the right time, man, with the right asset. I think that crypto is going to make more millionaires over the next year than any other asset has made millionaires in probably the history of the world. We are in an era right now where you can create wealth faster than ever possible before. and it's just going to continue getting crazier and crazier for a little bit of time to come, I believe. So, Paul, hey, that's a legit question, man. I don't blame you for asking. I've been threatening to do this build giveaway now for a little while. So, yeah, it definitely all needs to be done. It's probably not going to happen today. As much as I would like to go back and get a little bit of sleep, I've got a bunch of stuff today. I've got some volunteering that I've committed myself to, so it's probably not going to be today, but definitely over the next couple of days, I'm going to get these, giveaways knocked out. So to answer your question, it is coming. It is coming, and it is a little late. I apologize. I usually like to get the giveaways done in the first week to 10 days, where this is probably coming up on 3 weeks now since we did the Starter Labs build token. On that note, somebody earlier asked me if there was any other giveaways, and technically, I want to say there is. We did a video about Solidus and Starter Labs, kind of when I added them to the 1,000 to 100 K bankroll challenge. I want to say we did that. I want to say it was on a Wednesday, but don't quote me on that. But it's the thumbnail. In fact, here, just let me pull up my YouTube channel for you guys real quick, folks, because I want to give you guys every opportunity to win these giveaways since they haven't happened yet. And I do agree, they do need to happen soon. So let me pop over here and show you which videos we still have left to do giveaways on, because it's adding up, folks. There's a lot of giveaways coming and a lot more in the pipeline. But if we go over here to just the regular video, so most of the giveaways are going to happen in our static videos. So if we go back here, this video right here. Sorry, guys, I got some dogs today. It's been a crazy couple of weeks, or last week or so. Not to get off the subject, but I'm going to be a grandpa. I think I might have announced that before, but I just found out that my 20-year-old daughter turning 21 in October is going to make me a grandpa around the first of the year. Sometime late December, early January is her due date. So I'm going to be a grandpa. And then she has a cat that was pregnant, and there's some stuff going on at her house. So she brought her pregnant cat over here, and the cat had a litter of kittens. We got 4 kittens and a mama kitty kind of sectioned off in our house, because we also have 3 dogs and 3 cats of our own. So, man, this has been a really, so my daughter's been spending a lot of time here, and, pregnant, and just, it's been a lot of fun here with no air conditioning. But anyways, back to this one. So it looks like this was 4 weeks ago. So this 1000x potential Solidus AI and Starter Labs, we're going to give away 100 Solidus tokens, and we're going to give away 200 of the Starter Labs BIDL tokens on this video. This one here is the video that you're talking about. This one here, we're going to give away 2,000 Starter Labs tokens on this Starter Labs massive 1000x video. We're going to give away 2,000 tokens through this video, and then we're going to give away 1,000 tokens through our Discord group. So if you're not in the Discord group, go get in the Discord group. If I could have my son maybe pull it up and throw it in the chat, we'll make it easy for you. We'll shoot you the link to the Discord. So if you're not in Discord, a lot of the giveaways are starting to slowly move towards the Discord group, so you want to get in there. We also have this Mega Dice token launch, huge giveaway. We're going to be giving away, I think it's $100 worth of Mega Dice tokens, $50 to 2 people. Let me see here. This one was just a little teaser video, but I did mention in this video, I believe, that I'm going to be giving away 1 month free into the new Infinite Crypto Inner Circle Mastermind and group coaching program that we're getting ready to launch. We were just working on that website last night. We're putting together the rest of the deliverables. I think you guys are going to love that. And all you got to do, it's a quick 1.5-minute video, and then just, make a comment. I want to say it was, I want airdrops or something along those lines. And we're going to be picking a winner to get a free month of our Inner Circle. And then this same thing here with this easiest way to profit from airdrops. I believe I'm giving away a membership to that Infinite Crypto Inner Circle. And then last but not least, we have this Dogeverse, and we're giving away $100 worth of Doge tokens. So this Gains Launchpad, we gave away the tokens for, but these last, 6 of these last 7 videos, we have giveaways going on. So, they're all relatively what I would consider to be microcap gems. The opportunity, if you win these tokens, to hold them into the next bull market and potentially do very, very well. So thank you, Paul. Paul, you got kicked out of our server. I don't know how that happened, my friend. Feel free to DM me on Telegram or DM me if you can on Discord, and we will see if we can figure out why. And if we can, we'll try to get you back in. I know that last week we did a drawing in the Discord. We gave away some tokens, and we had a mass bot attack where we had like 25 or 30 bot accounts join the server in the matter of a minute, and those all got kicked immediately. Anytime we see anything that looks unfair at all, we err on the side of caution, and we make sure that we don't have a bunch of people coming into the Discord that are just trying to take advantage of the giveaways. We want people in that Discord that are going to be part of the Infinite Crypto community, givers gain mentality, that are there to help other people. And of course, we want to see you get yourself financially free and help yourself too. But we are a group of people that care about the rest of us. So anybody that is just around because of the giveaways, we're more than welcome to unsubscribe and get out of the Discord, and we don't want you. I mean, I love you. I root for you. I wish you the best in life, but we're not here, for people that just are excited, that, that just are trying to figure out a way to win a few free tokens, man. That's, I'm glad that we can do the giveaways, but at the same time, we want to do it with people that are doing it in the right spirit. We're having a few people says unable to accept invite. So I don't know if there's something going on with our link. Am I late to the live stream? Yeah, you're a little bit late. Holy smokes, it's already 9:30. I always say that I'm not going to do a long live stream when something has gone on, and then here I am. It's almost a half an hour. I mean, I know we had the countdown timer, but I was expecting this. I was going to try to get this done in like 10 or 15 minutes, and we got Kevin here saying that he can't join also. So I'm not quite sure. Is it we having trouble with the link? Not sure. We'll get it fixed, folks. So keep an eye on the description of this video. My son is working on it, and we'll put a good link in the description of this video as soon as he's got it figured out. And hopefully you guys that are watching this video will be able to join that server soon. Yeah. Keep it up, Grandpa. Yeah, it is kind of funny. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to being a grandpa. I really am. I'm going to be a heck of a good grandpa. I know that my grandkids are going to love hanging out at Grandma and Grandpa's house for sure. So thank you, Hadar. Appreciate it. And folks, I mean, other than that, I didn't have a ton. What is your Discord? My son is talking there. Hate it when I get on somebody's comment and then I scroll past it and can't get rid of it. So, all right, folks. So I know that we didn't do anything super exciting when it came to, what tokens to invest in. But I will tell you that right now, everything, especially the smaller market cap gems, the micro caps, are still kind of getting beat up. So, as far as what I would recommend investing in, although I don't recommend, anything in particular because I'm a financial advisor, but you can see here on CoinGecko, if I did everything right, yeah, you can see here that everything is kind of in the green. That's in the top 25, at least over the last, 24 hours to 7 days, most of it is in the green. But if you go down to some of the micro cap gems, like I was talking about Glint, last week. Glint is down almost 7% for the day. This is, down at 5735 to me is an incredible bargain. This token has lived between 001 and 002 for most of the last couple of years. So like this is some of the lowest prices that I've seen for the Glint beam swap token over the last couple of years. So even during the worst of the bull market, this token didn't get slaughtered as bad as it's been slaughtered recently. So this is a token that I just bought 1 million of them for one of my clients, as one of the coaching people that I'm working with. I bought him 1 million tokens, and this is one that I'm going to swing trade. I told him, hey, we bought 1 million of these tokens. My goal is when it runs up back up to 001 or so, we're going to sell. We're going to sell half of them and have you free rolling on 500,000 Glint tokens. I think these things could be, a 10-cent token. Their all-time high during the last bull market was 11 cents. It's showing here. I think that they could reclaim that all-time high and maybe even do better. So if he's free rolling on, 500,000 tokens and it goes up to 10 cents, the last time I took math class, I think a dime times 500,000 is $50,000 bill, and he'll be free rolling on it, in my opinion, relatively quickly. With any positivity in the market and a little bit of good news, this is going to jump back up and probably double in price relatively quickly, in my opinion. Once again, not financial advice. All of the tokens that I've been talking about lately, that's why I don't want to go into a bunch of new tokens. Aerodrome Finance. Well, here it is. It's already, it's kind of too late. It popped up 18% today, but if you've been watching it, you could have got this sucker in over the last few days. You could have got it for under 90 cents. This thing ran all the way up as high as $2.31 not that long ago. And it's on the base network. It's still got a half a billion, pretty close, $500 million market cap. So it's not a small cap, but I believe that this is probably going to be a $20 token, maybe even higher during the peak of the bull market. And in the meantime, it's got some incredible liquidity pools and you can farm it. There's ways that you can earn some passive income. I think that you could buy this token at $1 and probably create some liquidity pools with it. And you probably, some of these pools are paying out 150, 250, 350%. You could probably pull out. What I like to do when I farm or when I create liquidity, I like to just cash out my liquidity every single day. So let's say I put $1,000 into this and $1,000 in USDC or Ethereum or whatever pair you want to mate it up with, and I put it into a liquidity pool. I would probably say I've got a buddy that did that, about $2,000 worth. He's getting anywhere from 30 to 50 tokens a day. So what would I do if I was getting 30, 40 tokens a day? I would just cash them out every day. That'd be $30, $40 in income in my life. And at $30 a day, even, he just needs it to run, say, for, 30 days is be 900. So you double that. So 2 months, he'd have pretty much 100% of his 2,000 back. And then everything from there, he's free rolling on. So at that point, once I've got my initial back, then you can start maybe just building up the tokens. If you're a little bit more risk adverse, you could just hold the aerodrome right from the start too. You don't have to sell that $30 or $40 a day and put it into cash flow in your life. But I like to, when I'm doing these farming plays, I like to pull out my initial investment with my daily rewards, just cash them out every single day until I'm backed in the black. And you can do that with $100 or $500 too. You don't got to do $1,000, whatever's comfortable for your budget. So this is another one that I would be taking a huge close look at. The other one that I've mentioned a couple of times that I haven't talked about as much as some of the others though, is this TIA, which is Octavia, and it's not popping up. I'm not sure quite why that didn't pop up. Maybe I had it wrong. Octavia. There we go. VIA, excuse me. VIA, not TIA. So VIA. This thing has gotten smashed. It's down right now to a $9 million market cap. It's gotten smashed all the way from $2.85 back in March to 54 cents, or excuse me, 48 cents, 49 cents. This is a token that I bought in the private sale. I'm in it at 7 cents, so it's still not the end of the world. But man, when I got my first distributions and it was sitting up at $2 and higher, that was fantastic. Now it's sitting down at 49 cents. I would say that this might be an opportunity to, invest in this token at a pretty bargain basement type price. You can see that it's had some pumps too. It was all the way down here. It looks like just, at around 44 cents. So that's a 10% chunk here just in the last 24 hours. And then, last but not least, folks, after telling you I wasn't going to do a bunch of tokens today, but I always want to give you, Solidus AI Tech is another token that I've been talking about for a while now. It's, still got $100 million market cap, but it's beaten all the way down from, 50 cents all the way down to 17 cents. So it's down, what is it showing here? About 64% in the last 2 months. This is a token that I have a lot of faith in. That it's another token, the same coaching client that I bought the million of the beam swap for. We bought him 4,000 of these Solidus tokens fairly recently. So, and these are all tokens that I own. And then, last but not least, I'm going to have to go over to CoinMarketCap. But we were talking about the Starter Labs, the build token here and the giveaway. This token, launched a couple of months ago into a real positive market, and it jumped up pretty significantly from its starting price. But as you can see here, the Build Starter Labs token is down at, under 6 cents, couple $1 million market cap. This is a token that I believe is going to do phenomenal things during this bull market. It's a launchpad token. Did I ever change my view? Yeah. It's a launchpad token. So it also right now is relatively extremely cheap. You only need, I want to say, 5,000 of these tokens to get in on their IDOs. And that will only get you into the first come, first serve. It won't get you guaranteed allocations. But 5,000 tokens right now is only what? 6 cents times 5,000 to be $300. So it'd be, about a $300 bill to get into some tokens. If you want to jump up to 50,000 tokens, so, that's a little bit more significant, but it's still only $3,000, and you would be able to get all the way up into one of their guaranteed allocation tiers. So with that, folks, I am going to pop back out here to full screen, take a quick look at the chat before I say good feed us alpha. Well, hopefully that was a little bit of alpha. And man, the videos that we've been pumping out have had a lot of really good tokens in them. So keep, what's that say? Drop the contract address, please. I can't see the charts and ticker. Can you post these on your pages? So you don't have access to CoinGecko, BlockTech? Go to CoinGecko.com and just, do a quick search on these tokens yourself, man. I do not have the time to show all of the charts on every single token, and I am not a TA guy anyway, so I never give you guys any advice based on technical analysis. I'm a fundamentals guy. I'm a long-term guy. I don't really know what these tokens are going to do over the next 24 hours or even the next 24 days. But I can tell you that over the next 6 to 18 months, I believe they are going to perform absolutely phenomenally. And once again, I could be wrong. Not every token that I talk about on this channel is going to do great. That's for sure. I sure pick out some losers too. But man, if 7 or 8 out of 10 of these tokens do phenomenal and 1 or 2 of them do poorly, you're still way, way, way ahead of the game at the end of the day. Yeah, TIA is also a good one, backed by Solana. Yeah, TIA has, been on a tear. Not recently like anything else that's gotten beaten down, but Tia has done phenomenal. And I agree with you, Dave. It is also a pretty cool token. Berlin says goodbye. See you in the next stream. And yeah, with that, folks, goodbye. And I will see you in the next stream. I love you all. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Have a fantastic rest of your week. And I am looking forward to seeing you again all soon. Take care. And